Welcome to Lesson 23, Externalities. This lesson examines whether competitive market outcomes are socially efficient when transactions create an externality. It answers a question in the trailer. Would the elimination of carbon emissions increase our standard of living? You might care because learning about externalities helps us understand what some people say is the greatest challenge facing the people on Earth: global warming. Most scientists think that burning carbon, that is oil, coal, wood, gasoline, natural gas, etc., is contributing to global warming and that climate change will affect nearly everyone living on the planet. They forecast that ice will melt, sea levels will rise, weather patterns will change and become more violent, land that is currently arable will become desert, and some places on Earth that are currently habitable for humans will become uninhabitable. The effects of burning carbon is an externality because the people who suffer the adverse consequences are not necessarily the people who burn the fuel. For example, if people in the US burn lots of carbon, people in Sri Lanka may be the people who suffer because they must move because so many people there live on land that is just a few feet above the current sea level. Therefore, understanding why markets don't automatically adjust to eliminate or reduce externalities will help you understand why people would burn more carbon than they should. The main points, we have 6 of them. First, an externality is a cost borne or benefit received by a bystander to a transaction. Second, social cost is the sum of the private cost paid by the producer and the external cost borne by the bystander. Third, competitive markets produce more than the socially efficient level of output when a transaction creates an external cost. Fourth, social value is the sum of the private value received by the consumer and the external benefit received by the bystander. Competitive markets produce less than the socially efficient level of output when the transaction creates an external benefit. 6, the socially efficient level of pollution and carbon emissions are greater than 0. At the end of this lesson, the successful student should be able to define positive and negative externalities, to explain how and why competitive industries fail when negative externalities exist, and to be able to explain how and why competitive industries fail when positive externalities exist. That concludes the introduction.